And hello, welcome back to Mycrodex. Today we are going to be revitalizing some old mycelium cultures that I ended up finding in my closet and also in my fridge. Our first specimen is no other than Ganoderma ravenelli. This was sent to me by a friend in Washington State, and this was way back in 2022. I was honestly obsessed with this culture, so much to the point where I grew it out enough to where I figured it out, and then I put it in a slant and didn't touch it again for a while because I got a bunch of other species. As you can see, I'm still doing that now, but yeah, I'm trying to bring my focus back on this because I'm not actually growing any Ganoderma, otherwise known as reishi, right now, and I want to bring this one back. If I were to mess with any of them, this would be the species to play with. I also never got the chance to breed it, and I think it would be time to do that since it's been sitting in a slant for 3 years. So hopefully we can get a clean sample of this. My main concern would be bacteria piggybacking the mycelium, and that's really tough to get out, but I'm willing to do the work because my friend that sent me this said that he lost his culture. So I am beginning to feel like I might be the only one that has this specific culture, so all the more reason to get it grown out, and then I can send that back to him so he can have it too. Just took a couple plates to see what I'm working with. Usually I take more, like 5 plates or so, but I just want to see what we're working with. Maybe I'll get a clean plate and I won't have to isolate it further, but time will tell. Next up, we have a fungi of very hot topic right now as it was just banned in the UK. I'm talking about Trametes versicolor, also known as turkey tail. I've had this species for quite a while now because it is so common everywhere in the world, which is why it's so weird that they would try to ban something like this. I won't speak too much on the politics, but since I did bring it up, it's mainly because their own country doesn't have enough data from a certain date backward saying that this is a safe food, so they're not allowing the sale of it. So in honor of turkey tail, we're going to grow it out here in the US. Up next is one of my favorites. I think everyone loves this one. This is Pleurotus austriatus, also known as the oyster, and we're going to be growing this out for a very specific reason. This species in particular is sporeless, so it will not reproduce. It just will keep cloning itself, and it's actually extremely voracious. I've been growing this out since like 2021. This culture is definitely older than the Ganoderma, the reishi, the one that we started with. And you can see that this thing is so voracious, it has like a spider webby net of mycelium just sticking up off the plate, and I just scraped all that up. I didn't even have to touch the plate itself. I just took the floating mycelium, swirled it on up, and then just placed it in the middle of the plate. Now this species is really aggressive, so I have high hopes that that's going to come right back and we can get right back to business. Last but certainly not least, we have Volvariella bombacina. This is a really cool, tall looking fungi that hatches out of an egg. It is super cool, and I want to get a time lapse of it fruiting because I got to see it in person as I let it sit on my counter after I fruited it, and it was just amazing. Amazing. One of the coolest things I've seen a fungi do over the course of a few days. And it's very, very sneaky. It likes to like rise up out of pockets, and it will dump its spore load and then just dip out. It'll decay, and it'll fruit and decay within like 2 to 3 days, and then I'll walk in the room and see it and it's already tipped over and rotting. So it would be cool to get that on camera. I'm going to try to do that for you guys, and also it would just be cool for my documents. The plate was looking super sus, so I took 2 plates of it. I wasn't really too confident in how it looked, but I do know that the mycelium tends to look like that if you starve it of oxygen for a while. So it does look a little weird, but we're just going to run with it. Absolute worst case scenario, we just transfer the mycelium that is surviving on the plate to a new plate. And that's pretty much it for this video. I will drop some updates for you guys really soon. This is Mycrodex signing out, and I hope you guys have a good holiday season.